Wild Talents, by Charles Hoyfort, Chapter 60. There were accounts in the London newspapers of December 2nd and 10th, 1922, of a scare in places east and west of London. In a street in Uxbridge, Middlesex, a woman found that her braid had been cut off. She had been aware of no such operation, but remembered that, in the crowd, her hat had been pushed over her eyes. According to the stories, women were terrorized by a vanishing man. Disappeared as if by magic. It is an uncatchable again, a defiant fellow, operating openly, as if confident that he could not be caught. Note that these are not ghost stories. They are stories of human beings, who seemed to have ghostly qualities, or powers. Doris Whiting, aged 17, approaching her home in the village of Orpington, saw a man leaning on the gate. As she was passing him, he grabbed her and cut off her hair. The girl screamed, and her father and brother ran to her. They searched, but the clipper was unfindable. A maid, employed by Mrs. Glanfield of Crofton Hall, Orpington, was pounced upon by a man who hacked off a handful of her hair. He vanished. There was excitement in Orpington. At the end of a bus route, a girl exclaimed that much of her hair had been cut off. Merely this does not seem mysterious. It seems that a deaf fellow could have done this without being seen by the other passengers. But other girls were saying whatever girls say when they discover that their hair has been cut off. At Enfield, a girl named Brand, employed as a typist at the Constitutional Club, was near the clubhouse one morning, about 8 o'clock, when a man grabbed her and cut off her hair. No trace of him was found, though the search was taken up a minute after the outrage. I have noted occurrences in London, which look as if there was a desire, not generally for hair, or for anybody's hair, but for hair, and then more hair, of one victim. See the Kensington London Express, August 23, 1907. Twice a girl's hair had been clipped. In a London street, she felt a clip, the third time. The girl accused the man. He was arrested and was arraigned at the Mansion House. Neither the girl nor anybody else had seen him as a clipper, but he had walked sharply away, and when accused had run. Nothing was said of either scissors or hair in any quantity found in his possession. The hair that had been cut off was not found. But there was some hair on his jacket, and he was found guilty and was fined. I have record of another case of mass psychology. It is my expression that the description mass psychology does partly apply to it, just as would horizontal ineptitude, or metacarpal iridescence, or any other idea, or combination of ideas apply, to some degree, to anything. In an existence of the hyphen, it is impossible to be altogether wrong, or right. This is why it is so hard to learn anything. It is hard to overcome that which cannot be altogether wrong with that which cannot be altogether right. I look forward to the time when I shall refuse to learn another thing, having accumulated errors enough